Okay, here we are in California, the Groves at East Tabor. Walking into the property entrance. Here's a street view down one way. Here's a street view at the entrance the other way. This is the basic stucco flat roof model that all these guys are primarily. So starting here, when you're looking into the facility, the first thing is obviously getting the facades and the thing painted up and getting more presentations. The landscaping is in great shape. We're going to be painting the curbs, probably blacktop. It's in good condition, just freshening it up. It's got security gates all around the property that are functioning. There's another gate that we'll see here in a few minutes. There's two ways to enter the property, and it has some pretty darn good amenities. We've been here for about 2.5 hours now, so before I started this recording I got the lay of the land so I could make it the shortest, most beneficial as possible for those of you that are interested. You can obviously see all of the carports. Each building again is stucco, flat roof. Each building has a laundry area, and then when you go to the other side, you got this breezeway here. I'm trying to keep my camera straight while we're doing this. On the other side of the property, you have another door which holds a 100-gallon water heater that supplies the 8 units. You'll notice that the stairs are really neat because you got all the steel risers, and these are very easy to maintain because there's merely one bolt holding these guys in. The condition of the property seems to be excellent. You can see little water spigots here. They must have had probably water fountains here. There's a lot of green space that we'll see here in a minute. And again, when you see all of these little plants here, the thought is there's irrigation systems that are supporting the whole property, and you'll kind of see the pipe right there. And then as you go into the property here, is coming into the rental office. The rental office is very interesting. They have a little after-school daycare center in there. It's really large, so we're thinking of putting a nice exercise equipment room in there. What's really neat, years ago there was some crime issues here, and the local police department uses it at an office in a couple of weeks in the evening to file their reports. So it's kind of a free security lesson, and we'll be in there in just a minute. Okay, here's the office. And as you walk through, you can see there's plenty of space. There's a maintenance office in here, a leasing office. Here's where the local police, nice fireplace, the local police do their reports. So you can just see there's tons of space to make this much nicer. Here's the after daycare that actually may be a absolute necessity as far as the light tech deal goes. That may be something we're checking into, that may be part of the low-income housing tax credit program. So we were going to go outside and check the green spaces, and we should be done. Alright, now we're leaving from the rental office, and we're going to go look at kind of the lay of the land here. Like I indicated, the property has some excellent green space, so we are going to be adding some more outdoor grills, a couple more common area amenities on the entranceways. Since the property is sprinkled, we're going to be adding a lot of flowers and color. The carports, by the way, if you look at the edge of the carport, we're kind of missing all of the side panels, which are right here. I'm sorry, this one really doesn't have any of them. I'll show you on another one. We're kind of walking into a common area. And again, just for reference, here's another one of those hot water heaters in that door. And you got mailboxes on each individual unit. And then on the other side is the laundry room. And my understanding is the laundry room is a company called Webb. So I believe that we do not own those. I'm going to find out how much longer is going to last on the contract to see if that could be a little bit of a extra added value. You can see on the side here, and going all the way down to the property line, way down there, is a lot of open space. So it gives you a good flavor of exactly what's going on. And right on the other side of those trees, which I'll show you in a bit, is the swimming pool. There's some basketball courts, tetherball. You can also tell that the landscaping is in really good shape. And you'll notice some discolors on the siding and on the roof, where you could tell that they basically gussied up the place in order to sell it. I've been walking the property with the construction manager, and we climbed on some roofs, and it looks like all of the AC units on the roof, their AC and heaters, were all 1999 vintage when they redid the deal for the Light-Tech issue. So again, this gives you a good flavor. I'm going to shut the camera off and go to the back of the property after I walk through here, and I'll show you some other things that we'll be doing. Also, something of interest, again, there's these little spigots here in the breezeways that we suspect were water fountains. Not sure if we're gonna put those back in, but it's an issue that came up. So I'm gonna walk out here, kind of give you the lay of the land. There's the rental office on the red side of the Cadillac. And then here is looking at the property down the way. So I'm going to walk down to the end of the property. Throughout the property, again, we're going to be redoing the curbs. And here's what I was talking about. These panels here on a lot of the units are missing. So we are going to be painting those and replacing them accordingly. And I'm going to let you go until we get to the other side of the property. Okay, back again here. I just walked about another 50 yards. I've turned the corner, and this is a second entrance. And again, during the day, my understanding is they keep the main entrance open, and this is just a motion sensor type gate that I've watched open several times. And here again, kind of get a flavor for the community. Throughout the property, the landscaping, the grass, you'll notice that these rocks, excuse me, are all for drainage and keeping the pitch of the water draining away from the properties. As the video goes on, you'll notice over and over there you'll see big drains everywhere, which is excellent. There's certain remediation projects, like here you'll notice you got asphalt and then you got concrete. That's a no-no. They're gonna have to dig that up and replace it with asphalt because they expand differently and cause problems. So if you look back here, this is kind of the last point of focus, is I want to go over the metering and this last fence that we're going to put in. So I'll get back there and I'll show you. Okay, so you'll see this big long fence is just terrible, and behind it you'll notice an 8-foot fence. So what we plan on doing, or we're talking about, is simply taking that carport material, painting it very nicely, and making a fence out of it. You get 20-foot sheets. We could make it 8 feet tall, which will absolutely eliminate all of that unsightliness on the back of the property here. From preference, here is a tetherball court. Again, more common area. I'm on the back of the property now, and you can see throughout the property is just a lot of green space. And there's also a basketball court, and then we'll finish up with the swimming pool. Bye for now. Okay, here you can see that we have nice basketball courts. There's already a playground. There is some soccer nets. It should be noted too, across the street, I'm running out of tape here, there is 5.5 acres back there, zoned multi-family. So we are hoping that that turns out to be a positive. Here's a swimming pool. It looks like it's in good repair, and now we're kind of in the back of the office space. But anyway, the being zoned multifamily, if somebody does put a better class property up there, it really doesn't affect it. It'll just make us more of an advantage. And I talked to that broker, and apparently they got some nibbles on it. So that's about it. This is coming back to the back of the office, and this is the final goodbye.